I always forget to get my book. All right, so we are playing Coriolis, the kind of the precursor, we'll say, to the. Oh, hold on, I don't have the screen on. There we go. Boop. Now we can see me. All right, so we're continuing our Coriolis, the Third Horizon campaign. We are currently running the adventure, the last voyage of the Ghazali. So that might give you guys a hint that you're not going to be able to save the ship, because it is in fact the last voyage. But you might be able to save yourselves. Hopefully, you have the crew or the heroes woke up from cryo sleep. They had been part of a larger mission to head to a colony which had sent a distress signal and then lost communication. So you guys kind of went into cryo. You know, you docked your ship with a much larger Ghazali, which is a decommissioned and now recommissioned cruise liner. So it was all fancy back in the day. It was like the love boat of Coriolis, and you guys got into some cryo sleep, and you woke up in a very uncomfortable state with alarms blaring and various things happening. You, in the course of the last couple sessions, you've kind of found your footing. You've been heading progressively towards your ship, but partway you encountered some survivors, and they were very hurt. So a couple of you headed up to the where you knew people were meeting, which was the medical lab of the ship, and that was fun. And you dropped off those survivors there and kind of headed back to the rest of the crew. The rest of the crew, though, on heading to the ship, encountered a couple things: a creature, a Nakara, I think it was, which is like a wolf man, which was dispatched pretty effectively, and then another survivor who had a bit of a proposition for you all. And all that was going well. The group reformed together. You guys can see a bulk of metal and destroyed ships outside the Ghazali, and you were going to send a crew member out to spacewalk to your ship, hoping that it's still okay out there, when two gentlemen showed up. They are working for the, well, he is claiming himself to be the leader of the survivors and the captain, and they're happy that you're getting a ship for him. So let's go through. You guys can intro your characters and tell us a little bit about them and what they're thinking at this moment, and then we will kind of get into the action. So Mike, tell us about Saeed.
Saeed comes from a prosperous first world, old world family. He has spent some time in medical school, and then when troubles happened, he decided to join up in a military fashion and was a field medic, and eventually he rotated out and he became the bodyguard to Amira. And after some time with Amira, it developed more into a friendship and then a worker situation. And he now finds himself here with his crew. He feels very much at home, distant from his own family. He's a little bit annoyed that he hasn't been able to outrun these two. Although taking the elevator down probably gave them the edge. But yes, he was hoping that these two would have stayed up in the med bay.
Indeed. All right. Cool. So let's see. Amira, what's going on in your head? Tell us about Amira, Nikki.
Amira is a former courtesan, trained and schooled in Alam's temple on Coriolis. She is from the planet of Kua, which is mostly controlled by the Zenithian hegemony, which is why her parents sent her to the temple to hopefully give her a better life than what she could have as a first come person on a Zenithian planet. And she is very happy that Saeed has made it back safely, and Arif as well. But Saeed is her special guy, so she's very happy to see him. And she is thinking that she needs to do something about these men with these pipes that have followed them down, because that's just not acceptable. And that's what she is thinking right now.
Excellent. All right. So, speaking of Arif, Tony, tell us about Arif.
I am playing Arif Darwish, the data spider correspondent. When he sees the two guys show up that he and Saeed had seen just moments ago, his head starts to hurt. He, even though coming from the training of the security background, working with security forces and stuff, he's never been one to be involved in combat. But he hopes it doesn't come to that. He's thinking that maybe he's going to try to outwit and out-talk these guys and give them some information that they'll go back to where they come from as they begin to do what they are doing. But at this moment, he's contemplating that and also contemplating the new person that is shown up with their group, trying to figure out what he thinks about her and her what she's really up to. That is Reef Darwish.
Excellent. Yang, tell us about Rahman and what's going on with him.
Rahman Al-Qasim is a test pilot, or once a test pilot. He's a hotshot, a guy who's really brash and likes to get himself into trouble, seeking adrenaline. And right now, he has volunteered to spacewalk to his beloved sacred oasis, the spaceship which he pilots for the rest of the crew. And he is frantically trying to recall his training in zero-G maneuvers, as he has not scored very high in that particular area, when he was back at the academy. So he grabs his talisman and says, may the icons be with me as I embark on this great adventure. And he looks to the others and says, don't worry, friends, it is I, Rahman Al-Qasim, the best pilot on this side of Horizon. And he tries to reassure everybody, but everyone's like rolling their eyes.
Excellent. Crystal, tell us about your character, Cyrus.
Cyrus is there and listens to Rahman. She kind of ignores him a little bit. She brings her left arm, which is a robotic arm, most of it is robotic, up to her chin and sort of rubs her chin a little bit. And she's thinking, I'm probably going to have to go with him, actually. If the ship has any disrepair to it, I'm going to need to repair it. And about that time, these two men walk around the corner, following after Saeed and Arif. And she looks over to Arif and jokingly says, made some new friends again? Seems like everywhere you go, you're always making new friends. I'm getting kind of jealous, Arif. And that is Cyrus Toma. She is the ship's technician.
Excellent.
When you say that to Arif, he looks over at you with kind of that squint look as he always has on his face as he's contemplating, and then goes into a very quick smile at you.
Right. So these two guys. Also, I guess I also failed to mention that about 2 hours ago you tapped into the main computer of the Ghazali, which told you that the ship was spinning into the sun of this of this sector, and you had about 18 hours before you would be too close with the gravity, would not allow anybody to escape. So you've got about 16 hours to get off the ship, as that's being said. So so these two guys, they come down. They're not like holding the pipes like this, but they got pipes in their hands, and they say, the captain sent us here to help you guys get the ship. So we'll take one of those exosuits and head out there with you.
Just a moment, gentlemen. We just got back ourselves. Myself and my friend Saeed here, as you have met before. We are just preparing to see what we need to do to get the ship back in working order and all of that. It would be best. I would think at this point, too many bodies down here are going to just get in the way. We can handle this. It would be best, I believe. You go back to your captain, and then we will. Well, myself and Saeed, we will come and let you know when the ship is ready, and you can begin bringing the people for evacuation. I do believe that would be best. And I'm trying to use empathy manipulation.
Okay. So go ahead and make a manipulation test, and they will do it.
In reading this, it says I should get a +1 bonus if I have more people on my side than the opponent does. Is that right?
That is correct. Yep.
All right.
Yeah. At this point, your because of the nature that's kind of thuggish stuff, your reputation won't matter, but that would matter in some situations. But yeah, because you have more times, you get a +1.
Let me get to that.
Let's find these guys.
All right, here goes nothing.
These guys are going to be.
Ooh, critical success.
Oh, nice. So you got what, 3? I guess. All right. Well, that's.
Yep, 3 out of 8.
All right. Oh, they only have 4 dice, so. Or 5 dice actually. They only score 1, which gives you a regular success because it would take away one of your successes. Yeah, they look at you and they say, well, we can't really head back up now because Kamara would have our heads. But, you look like you have it under control. We'll just hang out down here. And you see them kind of start to look around at some of the other stuff in the hangar. With kind of like those eyes, like they're looking like they're going to try to loot the place, and they don't leave altogether, but they kind of start just looking around. They're not leaving the area, but they're definitely leaving you alone for now, as they start to look through some of the equipment here to see if there's anything they can steal.
Yeah, Reef will look over towards Saeed and kind of give him that little quick smile, like, well, we got him for now, but it may come to something later.
Nice.
Cyrus kind of turns to the group and says softly, I bet they'll make good friends with our other new companion over there. She kind of tilts her head towards Storm.
Well, speaking of friends, Cyrus, space is the final frontier, it is said. And it's very lonely realm. That you're joining me here, out in space, walk. It speaks volumes of the bond you and I hold. I declare that you are the greatest friend a fellow like myself could have on an adventure like this. And he nods. Going forward for the rest of the session, Cyrus is Ramon's best buddy.
Nice. All right.
He wants that XP. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what he wants. Young is working the system. I love it. That's what it's there for. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
She looks at Ramon and nods and goes, if you float off into space, I'm not going to help you.
Well, we should perhaps acquire some hand jets, because if you let go of the ropes, or if our magnetic attachments fail, then we would be in the mercy of space, floating out there. And he looks around and asks the people that are gathered, does anyone have hand jets that we may borrow?
Well, I mean, where you're at, you had already raided the supply closet, and all there were just regular exos. Because this is basically like a loading dock. So they put those suits on when they have to open the gates and stuff. They're not usually going outside the ship here, at least as far as you can tell. You could spend time looking around for something like that. But I will say that when near the air lock, there is like cabling, so you can lock yourself in. So that if you did fall off the ship, they could suck you back. It will just take time if you do that, if that happens to you.
Nice.
Well, yeah, so it's up to you. You could spend time, an hour, as it would be, because that's how everything clicks down to 1 unit of time looking for those, and I'll give you a chance that you can find them. But if not, then yeah, it's not like you're going to fall into space necessarily if you fail.
Spending an hour being hurled towards the sun is not the best of that
Right,
best
yeah,
of ideas.
no.
So.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised Ramon would say that.
No, that was out of character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just meta, but basically the way this works, this countdown works, is like any significant thing that you do takes 1 unit of time. So like the walk is going to take 1 unit of time, like all that stuff. So just that's kind of how it's balanced. So just
Yeah,
Yeah.
he suddenly looks at you, Cyrus, and says, "You know, it will be exciting to just go out there without any safety measures aside from this flimsy little rope." And he nods at you.
Yeah, the rope's gonna have to do. I don't think they'll have any of those packs around. What we could really use is a communicator for when we get back to the ship.
We do have a short-range communicators on our suits, right?
nope,
Okay.
definitely not.
Would Raman be able to talk to Cyrus once
Nope.
he's out there in space? Okay.
You could put your heads close together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to rely on hand signals, but I really wish we had a group communicator here for when we get back to the ship, so we could tell the group. But as it is, we don't have one.
Yeah. Well, the ship can call back to the ship. You can call back to the Ghazali to call back.
Okay.
There are areas.
Yeah, I
where
was
you
going
can
to
do
say
that.
once y'all get inside our ship, you should be able to call us back from there.
Yeah. Yeah, you just won't be able to talk on the way out in the Exos. Once you're in your ship, well, actually that's not true because your ship's turned off. Once you're in the ship and the power is turned back on, you'll be able to call. But also you have your equipment in the ship, and I believe you have communicators there.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if we had a communicator here, once we got
Right,
back to the ship, I could
but
call the
you
communicator.
don't have one. You don't have one.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Right. We know that meta. You know that there's a communicator, but yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's not been mentioned.
Raman takes a couple of
we did, I
minutes.
forgot.
Raman takes a couple of minutes talking to Cyrus about, the hand signals. Hold up the fist, and that means stop. Point in one direction, move in that direction, so on and so forth.
Yes, I did take some training in 0G. I know what I'm doing.
Oh, cool.
Before you guys leave, Amira is going to use command and
Nice.
say, travel swiftly, travel safely, get to our ship and come back to us. I will accept nothing less. And she will roll, and I put a point in command when we last time, so I got an
Nice.
extra dice. Oh, there's 3 6s there, so.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, good. So that gives you guys 3 extra dice that you can use if need be.
Nice.
That's how that works. Well, as long as you're doing the thing that she said to do. If you decide to do something else, veer off and do something else while you're out there, then no. But if you do exactly what she said, more or less what she says, then you can utilize those dice. Just keep in mind that I believe, unless somebody knows differently, that you don't, it's not like you fail and you're like, oh, I'm going to roll an extra die. You have to just state it before you do it. So you have to be like, oh, this is a hard test. I want to use one of the dice. That kind of thing. But yeah, you get all your stuff ready, which is I'm assuming you're doing. You have, I think, a total of 4 Exos, so you got 2 Exos easily. You guys can put them on, and I think Ramon already had one on, and you step into the airlock and lock yourself in. Everybody else can kind of be looking out the windows. You can see the outside of the ship and all the wreckage kind of floating around out there. Every once in a while, of course, as I mentioned before, there are computers here, but the screens are all smashed. But every once in a while, you hear and the radio's going and stuff. So you know that you probably can't call out, but somebody in the ship or whatever could probably call in. So you're gonna go outside, right? Anything else anybody wants to do before they go for their spacewalk?
Reef, he wants to when he gets a chance to speak to a mirror where we're kind of in a quiet spot where the rest of them are maybe doing something else. He's going to approach her and he's going to go. As soon as I can gain access to some type of database, since I do not have my tabula or my computer, I will see if I can tap in and find any information out about our new friend here, and they can have some access to some things others do not, and see what we can determine about her and her motives.
Yes,
Speaking
and her
of the,
cargo.
Storm or whatever, I don't forgot her name.
Her name is
Sabetha?
Sabetha, yeah.
Sabetha, okay.
Yeah, Sabetha. So she, she's kind of just hanging out watching this whole thing. She's kind of eyeballing the guys that are looting stuff and kind of shaking her head like small-time crooks kind of vibe. But she's not really getting involved one way or the other. She has total faith in you that you'll make this happen. For that 25,000 beer, is that what it was? It was a lot of beer.
Yes.
Yeah, a peril.
I'll tell her, Reed. That's a good idea. Yes, we need to find out maybe more about her cargo if we can as well.
Okay. Oh yeah, I mean that can be going on while they do spacewalk. All right, guys. So you're going to make your spacewalk. So spacewalk is going to be a dexterity check, I believe.
Raman, right before he heads out, he says, "Safely and swiftly, not safely or swift." Was it safely or swiftly, or safely and swiftly, Captain? And he smiles at it.
She smiles and says, "Just make sure you come back with the ship and come back alive."
He winks and he puts on the helmet.
Nice. All right. All right. So you got to climb along the outside of the shell. Okay. So what you're going to need to do this is essentially a dexterity check. You're -2 if you're in the exo, unless you have the exo skill, of course. And I think that if you have any other skills like zero G, I think gives you a benefit. Didn't we find that out last time? So I'm not sure. Oh, if Crystal's character, do you have any additional skills that would help you?
I mean, I have pilot. I have science and technology.
Nope.
I mean, what would I need? I have force.
Nope. You would need dexterity, or
I do not.
you need the talent of exo. What's it called? Do you have, John?
Oh, I believe
Exo specialist.
Exo specialist, or zero G training. Those would be the two that would affect this.
As of last session.
Okay, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
As of last session, Raman has both exo specialist and zero G training.
Nice. He's like, I remember that. Yeah. So if you don't have those, then it's just a straight dexterity check at -2 to get out there. Yeah, and you guys step out. You know, you lock in to the. Oh, okay. So actually, does somebody want to? So the way this works is the airlock itself. In order for you to remain kind of tied to the ship, the airlock's gonna have to stay open because that's where the safety line is. So if you want somebody to be able to pull you back, if you go out into space, somebody else, a third person, will have to stand in the airlock and stand there while you're doing your thing. Otherwise, if you were to slip, you could still get back, but you have to pull yourself back, which would be a force test, basically. It would be more difficult. So I don't know if you want to put somebody else in the airlock or not there, Captain.
I'll put Saeed in there if you don't. Saeed, would you be their backup?
Saeed will go.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay. So just leaving
Been
you
in this situation before.
Yeah, so you're just gonna leave yourself and Arif out there with the two guys with the pipes and everything. Oh,
Yeah.
Good. Fair enough.
I'll just do the sit and wait.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
All right. So you go in there, and you guys all have your exos on, and the airlock opens, and you look into the darkness of space. You can see debris kind of floating around. You can actually feel the even through your suits, even though you know you're protected. You can actually really feel the heat of the sun because it's. Or I guess it would be the star. Well, it's a sun because anyways, the heat of the sun. Because you're so close to it, you're definitely closer than you normally would want to be going outside of a ship. But it's fine. I mean, it's not an issue yet. Yeah, you guys can step out. So go ahead and make your tests of dexterity and see what we get.
I'm going to go ahead and use 2 of those dice to counteract the -2 that I get.
Okay.
And I'll still fail. Yay.
Okay, well, you could pray to the icons if you fail, of course. That would be... Dexterity would be the dancer.
Yeah, I'll pray to the dancer.
Okay.
I don't know a proper prayer to say. My character says a proper prayer to the dancer.
That's fine.
I still failed.
Okay, yeah, so how about, let's just see what happens with Raman, who is the expert.
Raman confidently, says, "This will be very exciting." And then he just goes, he's holding onto that rope and he jumps Goes, woo! And he's out there in space and going, maybe that was a bad idea, as he fails.
Oh my god! Did you want to make a quick prayer to the dancer to pull yourself back?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, good.
He's doing that. Yep.
All right, so you can reroll. You get to reroll all the dice that failed, basically.
2 successes.
Okay. Oh, okay. So limited success. All right. Yeah. So yeah, you jump out, and then you're like, whoa, and you grab the rope, and luckily you just kind of like swoop yourself, and you slam into the side of the ship, and you can see that where you are, you don't see. You've kind of like gone on the other side of the bulkhead, so you don't see your friend at all. Like she's not there behind you, at all. Like she's not in your view. Everybody inside can see it. Of course, Saeed, you can see that. I'm sorry. That Cyrus is floating out in space.
She's not tied in.
She's tied to you, yeah, but she's like,
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll start reeling her in.
okay, yeah, yeah. So, do you want to continue on your way there, Ramon, or are you gonna see if you can see where she went?
Yeah, he's gonna, he's worried about Cyrus because, I mean, it's no joke out there in space.
Yeah.
So he's gonna go back there and look for her, and yeah.
Yeah, you can you climb back up over this kind of dangerous. Roll d6. Now that I guess by yourself. Let's use some of these darkest points. 5. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, all right. Yeah, you start crawling over the stuff, and it costs 2 darkest points. Hold on a second. Let me spend my points. As you're starting to climb over, this a pipe on the outside of the ship like ruptures, and starts spraying this corrosive gas all over your suit. Go ahead and make a dexterity check, just straight dexterity. Well, I guess it would be the same. It wouldn't be the -2. You could add all your stuff, G, whatever. Oh, perfect.
It's
All right, you dodge out of the way.
success.
Yeah, you dodge out of the way easily. Yeah, luckily, because that could have compromised your suit and caused a decompression, which would have sucked. Yeah, so you basically are able to dodge this this gas leak that kind of burst right near you, and you crawl up and you can actually see your friend being sucked back into the ship by the line, So you can see that she's safe. You can go back so that guys go down there together, or you could just keep going. Of course, you're not in communication, so you have no way of really telling them what you're doing. So it's just up to you what you want to do.
Yeah, Raman's gonna go back to Cyrus.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys
And,
can go back. Yeah.
I'm thinking that the shoes or the feet are magnetic, or do they stick to the hull, or
Yeah.
how are they navigating?
Yeah, they are. I mean, they're magnetic.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so Raman heads over to Cyrus and reaches out, offers his hand to her, from the airlock once more.
Well, yeah, she'll reach out and take it if she can.
Yeah, once you guys get back in, of course, that all took a while, And by the way, while that's all going on, so you're pulling back Cyrus. The Raman is climbing back up the side of the ship, avoiding all that stuff. Inside, the 2 guys with the pipes, now no longer outnumbered, circle back around, and they say, "Well, this is taking an awful long time. Are you sure you have a qualified crew there? Captain wouldn't like this."
Do you two have any knowledge yourselves in preparing a ship? If you do, maybe you should jump in these suits and go out there.
Yeah. Well, that's what we had said before.
Ah, so you do have knowledge in things of doing such, you are saying.
I'm saying that we said before that we should go out in the suits.
Ah, but gentlemen, I am speaking the same language. That is not the question I am asking. I am asking, do you have mechanical and piloting knowledge to go and get the ship going yourself?
Well, I mean, we wouldn't be in space if we didn't know how to work a spaceship.
Well, I would advise you to prepare yourselves and get in the suits and go and assist them. And Reef's
No, they're
being
not taking
a little bit cynical to him, but in a little bit of ways, he's hoping maybe they go out there and something happens.
Yeah, they get if you want to give them the other 2 exos, they start putting them on.
No. They're not taking our exos.
Well, they need to get them on. They need to go out there. Your friend there says that we
Arif.
should take them.
No, Arif, we might need these to get to the ship ourselves if they can't pilot it back here.
Well, they're not your
She is
exos
the-
anyways.
Yes,
captain.
yes, they are. She is the captain. She makes the final choice.
She's not our captain.
Well, maybe
Oh.
you two should go back to your captain then.
Well, our captain says that we should stay here.
Well, maybe it would be best to silence your voice then.
She's gonna hold up a hand to Arif, a graceful hand. She is a courtesan after all. She's gonna go to these men and she's gonna go, but I could be your captain. I think you probably want me to be your captain. And she's going to put a hand on each of their shoulders and she's going to attempt to manipulate them using the art of touch and sound.
Okay. The special thing or just the regular art?
Not the special thing, just we'll try the regular ones for now. I get
Okay.
8 dice with manipulation, so
Man,
5 plus
man
3.
Nikki likes charming people in every game we play.
Yeah.
I
I
love
do.
it.
She's a charmer.
Sorry.
All right. Well, the first guy gets no successes, so if you get any successes, you got him. Ooh, second guy gets 2 successes though.
Okay, I also had 2 successes.
Oh. Okay, so it doesn't work because one success from his point negates one of your successes, so you get none because he got 2. You would have to get 3 basically to do it. Yeah. So one guy is like, well, I mean, if there's a space on the ship, I'll join your crew. I just want to get out of here. I don't. And the other guy's like, hey man, this woman's not going to get us off the ship. Kamina is a lieutenant. He knows what he's doing. He's already organizing men upstairs. What are you going to do? There's at least 10 of us already. And he crosses his
He
arms.
was a captain. He was a captain a few moments ago, but he's now a lieutenant.
Well, he was a lieutenant, but now he's a captain. Field promotion. Field promotion. He's not going to like this. And feeling a bit
Well, maybe
outnumbered, he actually like starts to walk away, like huffing. He's like, and he starts to walk away to leave.
He's like walking to go back to report in.
Yep.
I'm gonna stop him.
Yep.
I'm gonna run up behind him and put him in a chokehold and try to stop him.
All right. Go ahead and roll initiative. I mean, he's not expecting you to do something.
What is initiative?
It's a D6. Just a straight D6.
Because the Reef is thinking at this point, if he goes back to that captain, they're going to send a whole crew of people down there. I had a 5.
All right, you got 2, so you go before him anyways. You can definitely do that.
What is that as far
Oh,
as
it's
just a physical? Because I don't have any weapons and I wouldn't use
Yeah.
weapons anyway. I'm just going to try to physically take them down and
It would
restrain them.
be close combat or melee combat, maybe it's called.
Yeah, melee combat. It's strength.
Melee combat. So if you have that plus your strength.
No, I have that's my most horrible stat. So here goes
Okay.
nothing. Hey, I actually had 1 limited success.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. So you can do damage. You can't actually grapple him with only 1. I'm actually going to use a darkness point since I have so many to allow him to try to defend against it, though. So let me just quickly check that because I can't. Like you guys can automatically defend because you're player characters, but I can only defend if I spend a darkness point. And I've got him, so I'm going to spend him. Let's see. These guys have good force actually. No, it's not force that they need. They need melee combat. Yes, melee combat 1 strength. So he has 5 dice. Oh no, you got nothing though. So you try to grab him and he tries to kind of struggle to get away, but you end up like elbowing him in the face and he staggers back with a little blood dripping down his face. But now he's got that pipe and he's gonna now retaliate, of course.
Where are you, Saeed?
Amira's gonna go.
Go ahead and roll
Try
initiative,
and
Amira,
hit.
to see where you're coming.
Yeah. D6, you said? So
Yeah,
3.
D6. You got 3. Okay, you're actually before him. So you see him start to get like spin around, and Amira can go first if she wants.
Okay, she's going to try to grab him at the shoulder,
Okay.
separate the muscle, and press the nerve right against the bone.
Wow. That's very specific.
Wow, that ought to get about an extra 5 dice for that.
Yeah, exactly. Go for it.
Okay. Oh, so this would be get my character sheet out.
Yeah, it's melee combat, so it's strength plus melee combat if you got it.
Okay, that's melee. Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. Oh, 1-6.
Okay, so you hit him. That'll do 1 point of damage. You can't do anything extra with only 1-6 unless you want to pray to the icons to get to roll all the rest of your dice if you really want to take them out. I should have offered you that as well, Tony. Sorry for that.
No,
Or you
I'm
could
just
just do
gonna
the
lean real
damage.
close and say, you really should have taken my offer to be your captain. I'm much
Oh.
nicer when I'm your captain.
Ah.
So.
All right, well, he's gonna. I mean, you both did equal damage, and he's probably less afraid of you, even though you're very intimidating with the.
What is the other guy doing? He's just kind of standing there.
Yeah, so you kind of look the woman, Sabetha, kind of you can see that she's like put her hand on the other guy's chest, and you can see she's saying something like "stay out of it" or whatever, and the guy seems to be listening at this point.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say if he tried to get involved, I was going to try to say something to him. I got you.
Yeah, she's actually. I'm glad that you said that because you wouldn't have known otherwise. Yeah, she's actually trying to calm down the other guy. Actually, I should just roll that to make sure that she can do it. Yeah, all right, yeah. The other guy's standing down for now. He seems a little bit agitated, like what the hell's going on, but he's not. Clearly this guy wasn't actually his friend. It was just some random guy. But this guy's going to take a normal attack because he already used one of his points to defend. So he only has 1 attack. He's going to go after Arif since you intimidated him so badly before. And he's got 5 dice. One success. So you could, if you wanted to, because you still have more, you have more points because you move. Well, actually, you moved and you attacked. You have nothing, so you can't actually defend this. You can't do a reaction because it takes a fast action.
All right, so he
take,
punches me?
Yeah, he punches you. You take 1 point of damage. Actually, no, he's using the.
Right.
I'm sorry, no, he's using a club. So he's going to do. He's not using a hand fan, so you're lucky about that. He's basically using a baton. Oh, actually, you should get 2 more dice because of that. He does 1 damage. Let me roll the other dice. Yeah, it doesn't matter. He rolls just 1 damage. His crit is 3. Oh, not that it matters, but because you're both fighting barehanded, actually, you each get 1 more die to roll. Sorry, your bonus is +1 for empty-handed. No, I'm sorry, I'm reading the wrong one. You get +2 on your initiative though, so not that it matters because you beat him anyways. But
all right.
Anyways, that's the end of that round. So yeah, as of now, Sabeth seems to be holding the other guy at bay, with words. This guy is, the initiative stays the same, so it's actually your turn again, Tony. He hits you with the pipe.
What do I need to do I want to try to take the pipe from him?
You would do a melee combat, and then if you get extra successes, one of the bonus effects is disarm.
Oh well, yeah.
So you'd have to get 2 dice basically. Yeah.
That's all I got is 2 dice and strength, but I'm going to try it.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
Go for it.
Failure.
Okay. Yeah. How about Mira? You're also going before him.
Right. Just looking here. I don't necessarily want to kill him.
Well, if you take him down in melee combat, it depends on what you use it, I suppose. You won't kill somebody unless you do a critical hit. Like you can drop him to 0. They'll just be unconscious or whatever, or broken as it's called. You only actually hurt them if you do a critical, and you have to choose to do a critical. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you roll enough to do a critical, you can say, I'm not going to do a critical. That's something you choose to do. So if you don't want to kill somebody, you don't have to, ever.
Well, I am pretty... Yeah, Amira's going to say, you really shouldn't have hit my crewman, and she will snap open the fan.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, the fan is going to give you an extra die, I believe. Right. Let me just check this. Hand fan is +1. So
Yep.
yeah, and damage is 2. Crit is 1.
Yeah, 1-6.
Okay. Yeah. So
These
you
are
do 2
good.
points of damage. Let me see. Let me just check his hit points here. You did 1. Now you've done a total of 4 against him. Yeah, he's looking pretty beat. He does not look in a good condition. He runs. He starts running.
Can I try to continue to chase him? And tackle
You
him
can.
down?
You definitely can. But he actually has, because he has 3 actions and you only have 1 left. He's going to outpace you a bit. So he starts running.
Is he going to have to run past the airlock where Saeed and them are?
No, you're
Is he
already past
running
that.
that?
He's
other
running
way?
towards the
It's on the
elevators.
other-
Yeah.
Okay, I got
Well, you
you.
guys were in front of the airlock where this all happened. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, you could definitely chase him. I mean, when he gets to the stairs or whatever, because he'll have to go through a door, you could probably catch him. But he's more or less, he's going to use all his actions unless you throw something at him. You won't be able to actually. Well, actually, what we'll do, although it's not going to be good for you, is we'll just do there probably is a rule for this, but just I'm going to do it on the fly because I don't know. We'll just do a opposing check of probably strength, I guess. That seems right. What are the abilities
Yeah,
for
because
it?
I want to try to catch him one last time before he gets away.
Yeah, you'll need to do it. Yeah, if you do an opposed check, you can catch him before he gets to the stairs. But it's just a strength check, so which isn't your best thing, but you can still try.
And it's be melee.
Don't just straight strength. Just basically, it's just going to be an opposed check against strength. If you beat him, then
Okay.
you'll catch him. Like he'll
Let's
get worn out before you do, basically.
Failure.
Yeah, he got 1. So you start to. Are you chasing as well, Amir?
Yeah, I'll chase him.
Okay.
Don't really want him to get back and bring a bunch of other guys down on us. So, my strength.
Mm-hmm.
Dice are good. Just one success.
1. All right. So yeah, you're basically we'll do it again because you kind of both tied. You know.
Okay.
You got done that time. All you need to do is get 1 to catch him.
Nope.
All right. So
Not
we'll
that
do it again.
time.
We'll do it again. No, you got nothing. I'm gonna do it 5 times, and he's gonna get to the stairs.
No, I got one that time.
Oh, you did? Okay. I was gonna say because then you're gonna be going up the stairs. Eventually, if you just keep like tying, then you'll get to the space together, which maybe isn't ideal for you. So that's yeah. So you tie her out a little bit there, Arif, after like about about 30 or 40 meters of this like chase. But damn, if Amira is not a sprinter, and she chased him for like another almost 100 meters. Yeah, and you overtake him, so you could do a melee attack on him. Basically,
Okay.
we're back in initiative again. I'll just keep the same order.
I'll back up to him too.
You can get up there, but it's going to take you a couple more rounds. You would basically have to stop. So
Okay, yeah, I'll keep going. Yeah, if I see a mirror is still trying to detain, got him detained, I'll keep going that way.
Okay.
Yep. Nope. Nothing. No 6s that time for the attack.
Okay. Well, I mean, now that you're by yourself, he's feeling more cocky, so he's going to turn around with the club. Ooh, that's 1. Hold on. Does he get an extra die for the club? It's a baton. He gets 2 extra dice, actually. So you got 1 there. No, just 1. He whacks you for 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. So go ahead, Tony, and just roll a d6, and that's how far away you are in meters.
There's a 4.
Okay, so you run 30 meters a turn. So this was you're basically 10 meters away at the beginning of the next turn. So you should be able to charge in an attack, but you'll just have to go after him, I guess, because you have to charge first. So we're back at the top again. So Amir, you'll get to go, then him, then Reef.
Okay. Oh yeah, that time I got 1.
Okay, I'm going to use a darkness point and have him try to block. Ah, he got 1, so boom, he blocks it away.
Okay.
And now it's his turn. He's going to try to whack you across the head. Wow, all those dice and not a single success. Nope, he misses terribly. Arif, you come charging up on him.
I'm gonna do like Crystal. I get an extra 2 dice for charging.
No,
No, but seriously, I'm going to like just when I see him strike a mirror, that really pisses me off. So I'm just going to try run straight into him and just try to knock him down. So melee.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
I got one limited success.
Okay. Yeah, so you do damage. If you want to re-roll the other die, you could pray to the icon to do it. But otherwise,
Heck yeah, I'm going to do that.
all right. If you
I'm
can
going to
re-roll
do
that
some
one
praying
die.
real quick. Nope, a 4.
All right. Yeah. So you do 1 point of damage. He staggers back. He's not doing good, and he just brandishes the club and he says, "You're all gonna die if you don't follow the captain. Really, you're gonna die." And it's back to it's actually because the round starts again. It's actually a reef again. You get to go again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just going to try to attack them again. So, 2 of them got my 2.
Oh,
Two
all right.
Limited.
Okay, so that's good. So with melee combat, if you do 2, you do 1 point of damage with the first one, and then you can use the second one to either disarm him, or you could grapple him. If you
I'm
want
going to
do
disarm him. I want that pipe.
Okay.
Because I think
Yeah.
that'd take his threat level down if I get the pipe away from him.
Oh yeah, it definitely does. Yeah, so you knock the pipe away. And actually picking something up is a fast action, so you can actually disarm him and pick it up because you have that fast action left.
Yep, that's what I'm going to do then.
Okay. And he takes 1 more point of damage. He's like staggering. Amira, your turn.
He's staggering.
Yeah, he's barely standing.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to him and I'm gonna say, there isn't another captain on this ship anymore. I don't want to hurt you anymore. Just stop. Just come back with us.
Yeah, that's going to be hard. I'm going to give you -2 on your manipulation for that because that's like, I mean, you're literally beating him up.
I know, but I just...
No, it's fine. I'm just going to say, I mean, it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, I'll roll it.
Yeah.
-2. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't want to hurt you. Punch. You're making me punch.
Well, he did. But we took his pipe away and everything. Yeah, just 1 success.
Okay, well, he got none. So he looks at you and he looks at the fact that he doesn't have the pipe anymore and he goes, one captain's as good as another. As long as I'm guaranteed off the ship, I'm with you.
Okay, and she'll grab him by the arm and start walking him back to the others.
Okay.
Yeah, and Reef's going to follow behind him. Probably a good 5 foot in case he tries to turn and run. He's going to whack him.
Nice. All right, yeah.
So you really need to just listen to me from the beginning and things will go much easier.
I think, let me just quickly check the damage. I believe that, yeah, you automatically recover 1 mind point damage. Hold on, where does it say how you recover? I believe you get 1 per hour if you got any hit point damage.
Yeah, I lost 1.
Yeah, it'll just come back in an hour as long as you don't. I believe it's 1 hour. I'm just gonna say that now because I can't remember and I don't see it here. It's only if you put it at 0. Because you don't actually heal. Like you have like healing kits and stuff. You don't actually use those to heal. Only if you go down. Like the regular hit points just drop you. Recovery. Here we go. When you're no longer broken, 1 hit point per hour. Yeah. So. Yeah, so in 1 hour you'll have that back, which will be the end of the next scene, I guess, once we get back. So as you start to head to the thing, you actually hear the crackling of the, and this is all, of course, perfectly timed cinematically, just as Saeed's pulling in the two spacewalkers. You guys hear kind of crackling over the radios. You can hear it in the airlock actually better because the radio in there is not smashed up because the airlocks are much more armored. You hear the static, and you hear a voice, and it says it's a girl's voice, and she says, Rahman, Amira, this is Shanez. Help us. There's trouble going on. There's a fanatic, and he refuses to help anyone. Get the radiation sickness, and this man, he says he's the captain. He's sending people to the to the bridge to get the weapons, to get guns. So what does everybody want to do?
Raman goes to Cyrus and puts his helmet onto hers and says, "Seems like they're having some trouble in there. What should we do, Cyrus?"
And you hear that in his face.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
our helmets right, touching each other.
No, but I mean, like, I'm making a joke about how did you hear the communicator? Are we back in the airlock?
Yeah, in the airlock. I said that.
Okay, so is there air?
Yeah.
There's air in here.
You can hear it in the airlock.
Okay, all right.
No, there's no air in there yet, but you can hear it because it's a game.
Vibration.
Okay,
Jesus.
all right, yeah, I don't know.
It's clearly not hard sci-fi. You're like jumping through portals.
Right, yeah. Okay, so we didn't see our ship out there at all, right?
You didn't get very far.
No, we need to focus on getting our ship. That's our biggest objective right now.
Raman's gonna go next to Arif. Saeed, and says, "Saeed, should we go and continue to search for the ship while you return and help the captain?"
Yes.
You got this handled, right?
Well, I keep looking back through the window. That
Yeah.
you said there was a window on this bay, right?
Yeah, there's a window, and actually you can, when you're first looking back, when you're first here, you don't actually see a mirror or anybody. Actually, who you see is the one guy with the pipe and Sabeth. They're kind of off to the side, but you don't see a mirror or a reef at first. Maybe like a minute goes by, and you're kind of like, looking, and then you see them. I don't know. Are you guys running back when you hear that? What's a reef and Amir are going to do when they hear that kind of playing over the radios?
Yeah, Reef at first would make no comment. He would look towards to Mirror to see what her reaction is to it.
My reaction is to say, well, the other two need to continue to the ship because none of this matters if we fall into the sun or the star. So
all you get through the window is me pointing at you, going, or sort of the thumbs up, okay sign.
Right.
I'll thumbs you up. I'll thumb up. I'll give you the thumbs up because I've beat both of these guys now, and one guy's been disarmed. So
I'll relax a little bit. You can see me physically relax in my suit a little. And I'll look at Raman and just point out towards the black.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raman puts his helmet next to Cyrus again and says, "Seems like they have everything under control. Let us resume our mission."
Ah, yes, the illusion of control. It's all about.
Yeah. So you do you want to try to? You can actually try to talk back through the communicator, but you'll need to do a data gen to make it work. Or you'll announce what you say over the entire ship.
Okay.
But if you want to call back just to do it,
Yeah, I do have data gen. Who am I calling now?
If you want to call directly to the little girl that called, the one that you guys had rescued earlier, then you can pass a data gen check. If you don't pass that, then you might send out whatever you say over the entire ship so everybody can hear it.
Oh, wow. A Reef would be against trying to contact him. He would look at the mirror and just, maybe it would be best, sometimes silence is the best answer. As I tried to explain to these gentlemen earlier, silence your voice.
But if they end up getting weapons and they come down here to us,
Well, yes, but as you've instructed Rahman and Cyrus to continue getting our ship, hopefully they can have it secured before all of this comes to play. I hope. I do not believe, even with Saeed's strength, and as you see, I'm not the greatest fighter. I try to be, but I do not believe he and I can take on that fanatic up there.
Okay.
Yeah, you would know
So I
that.
think the plan you have put forward of having a Rahman and them continue is probably would be best. And if you would like, I can go back to the elevator and back to the stairwell. If I hear them coming, at least we'll have some notice.
Well, how far away was that, though? Oh, on my map here.
It's like 100 meters, maybe a little bit longer. He was just about there when. Yeah, the two guys that you kind of pulled. Actually, no, Sabeth actually says to you, she looks down at her empty holster, and she says, "I hope you have weapons on your ship if that's your plan, because all the weapons on the ship are in the bridge. Or maybe
All the weapons.
maybe I chose the wrong side." And she kind of looks around at the two guys that you took the pipes from.
Well, Sabeth, maybe. Oh boy. Maybe you and I should go up to the bridge and get the weapons before they do. Oh, Saeed's gonna kill me.
Amira, I do not think, Amira, that is a wise choice. Even if you were to get there first, if they intercept you any area, it's not like going to turn out well for you two ladies.
Yeah, well, she looks and she says, "I haven't lived my life this long by being afraid." And she picks up one of the vac suits and she says, "I'll take these two men if you want, but what I take is mine."
No, these two men will stay here. It is best. Their loyalties are really not known yet, and I am trusting in you, even though I do not trust your loyalty yet. But these two men will stay here.
"I'm loyal to my money and to getting off this ship," she says as she starts to put a vac suit on.
Well, you would see then that we have the first opportunity to have a ship out of here. Then, as you can see, we are working on that. So, let's say your loyalty is for a mirror at this point.
Thus, I think we need to get the weapons. And she actually is, like I said, she's putting the vac suit on. Her plan is to go try to get the weapons, whether you go with
I'm
her or
going
not.
to look at that other guy that has the pipe.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, since you are staying here, you do not need a weapon. Give your weapon to her in case she needs it if she's going.
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm not going to.
she'll
I'm not
take
going to
it.
let her go. Just go take a bunch of weapons by herself. Arif. I can't do that.
Well, maybe you should send Saeed with her and have these two men. If they want to prove their loyalty, they could stay out there and man the docking deal in case Rahman and Cyrus need assistance coming back in, and they can prove their loyalty that way.
I ask a lot of Saeed.
Yes,
I
but
can
you
do
know
this.
he is the best warrior out of all of us, and I trust him to find his way back, and maybe not one piece, but enough. He'll be at least well enough to make it back here, I would hope. But that is my thoughts, Captain. It's of course your decision of send this lady by herself or have one of us go. If you select me to go, I will go, but I'm not the best choice. I do not believe with comes down to fighting.
I'll go with her.
Okay,
I
cut
do
to
not
the
believe that's the best choice either, but you are the decision.
airlock. You guys are going to go back out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same thing. Dexterity.
Yeah. After the last attempt, Cyrus looks at the hydrogen module that's in her suit and sees that it's full now.
Yeah, Rahman, right before the jump or heading out there, he's gonna put his helmet next to Cyrus and talk to her. Gonna say, Cyrus, don't worry. The trick is to keep your body fluid. Just follow me one step at a time. The boots are magnetic and will keep you stuck to Ghazali's hull. And he takes the step into space, and he succeeds.
Nice.
I failed.
Okay. Would you like to pray?
I mean, like at this point, I have like a 1 in 6 chance.
Okay.
If I pray, can I add that last die as well?
Sure.
or-
I mean, you're not supposed to do that, but sure. Why not? Go for it. Because I'm the nicest person in the world. But yeah.
Okay, I'm probably still gonna fail. Yeah, I still failed.
All right, yeah. So you're actually walking down pretty clearly, and you can see that she steps out and starts floating away again. And I am assuming Saeed will start dragging her back in.
Could Raman do something?
She's out in space. I mean, what do you want to do?
Yeah, he's gonna, hold on to that, the rope, and then, he's gonna jump and try to like swing across, and then catch Cyrus and pull on the rope himself, so that the momentum's gonna carry him all the way across in a gigantic arc and land them, like 20 feet away. It's like a swing.
And then also stick to the thing.
Yeah.
All right, sure. You can do that, but you're gonna have to make a dexterity, just a straight dexterity, like no bonuses from your to compensate for the fact that you're doing something crazy. And then once you do that, you're gonna have to make a force check to hold onto the side.
Okay.
Assuming you do that, otherwise you fly right past her.
All right, here we go.
All
One
right, yeah.
success.
That's fine. So yeah, you leap out in an arc as the Saeed's probably starting to pull her back, and you hit her, and they both fly against the wall. Go. You can both make force checks now.
Is that strength?
It's strength plus force if you have it.
Okay, I got 2 because I'm in the suit.
Yeah, and you can add your exosuit and your 0G to that for you as well.
Oh no.
Oh,
Failed.
God. All right. So you slam into the side. You might actually take damage. Let me see. No, you do not. How about?
I got a limited
Oh,
success.
okay,
So
yeah.
I probably panic and I probably like reach out with my robot arm and it just like locks on to something.
Yeah, you grab the side and you see Raman slam against the side, and you're not floating out into space now, Raman, but you're dazed a bit. Okay, so you guys are now out there like halfway. So you can try to continue, I guess.
So baby steps at a time this time, Cyrus.
Yeah, I'll give you
doing
both
my
because
best.
you're already like pretty far into it because of that awesome arc move. So I will give you a +2. Each of you a +2 on this one because you don't have as far to go.
Yeah, I'm doing my best.
All right, let's see it.
All right, so just a regular dex check.
Yeah. However you would normally do it. Yeah, well, it's +2, so if you didn't have the -2, then it's like you literally volunteered for a job that you're terrible at.
I mean, if we get to the ship, it might need repair, and I have to be there for that. I mean,
All right.
I don't think that Raman would be able to do it.
Ron, you're moving down, the side, and once again she flies off into space. And
Well,
now you're too far to do that move. You'll have, yeah.
No, not again.
You're just
I start reeling her in.
Yeah. Do you want to move forward on your own, Ramon, or are you gonna go back and try to start over again with her?
Yeah, I mean, this time he trusts that, it's Saeed on the other line, so Saeed is super reliable. So he's gonna, grind his teeth and continue on his way.
All right, so you just make one more, and you can have +2 on this one actually, in addition to all your other bonuses.
Yep, limited success.
All right, yeah. I mean, it's not easy, because this place is a wreck out here, and you're kind of crawling along the side, and a few times you're probably thinking to yourself too, Yeah, it's a good thing that she didn't come because there's parts that she would have never made it past. And you actually see your ship, and it does actually have a lot of debris like around it, kind of like floating, and you see bangs and stuff, but you don't notice any ruptures in the side of the ship or anything. Like it looks like it's intact, and it is still attached to the main the Ghazali. You actually see that it's attached to the airlock door. So if you could go back into the ship from there if you needed to, into the main ship, I should say.
Nice.
But you can get into your ship too from the outside if you want. So you're able to.
Yeah,
do
that. He's gonna maneuver his way into the sacred oasis. Finally.
Excellent. Yep. Yeah, you get in. You open it up. You're going through your airlock. That takes a little bit. All right, cutting back into the ship. You guys don't see this yo-yo going on outside, but was that your decision? You're going to go with the NPC to the bridge?
Well, Saeed would kill me if I didn't at least ask him if I can get to him, or is he still busy with Cyrus and them?
Well, I mean, he would be busy. Yeah, I mean, you could bang on the thing and get me to do it. Sure.
Well, yeah, then no. Then I'm going to tell Arif, I'm like, Arif, you could be the wisest of us, but Saeed is busy. He's helping them, and I have to go. If I don't come back, tell him he knows everything. And he'll be a good captain, too. And I'll put on a suit.
All right,
go with the NPC.
Okay, yeah. You guys start heading up into the, up through the ship to get to where you can get to the bridge, which is blown out. That's the reason why she put the suit on, because you had found that out earlier. I don't remember that from 2 sessions ago. The bridge has massive damage to it, so you're going to need a suit when you get up there. Yeah. That's good. The guys with the pipes and stuff are pretty chill at this point. They're just kind of watching to see what's going on, or if they don't really have any.
I still had the one pipe, so I'm just watching. I'm staying at a deal to kind of watch what Saeed and them were doing too, but of course definitely keep an eye on them.
Yeah, I mean, probably all you really see is Saeed like throwing switches and stuff because he just keeps bringing it back in. You don't see, unless you watch out the window, you don't see all this like craziness with poor Cyrus is like in this space like this, hanging on. Yeah, so you get onto the ship. All right, so we'll just cut to the chase here. Once you're on the ship there, Rama, you can check it for. Let's see, there are some rules here for this. Believe that you need to make a technology check to see the damage that's done to the ship. And let me just make sure. And then a data gem check to get it going. So let's see if that's the case. Yeah, let's say that's the case until I find it. So make a technology check there.
Okay, 1 success.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
And I also did datagen success, 2 successes.
Oh, nice.
No, you can't do technology or datagen unless you have at least 1 skill in them.
Just let you know. He does.
He does.
Okay, just sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you check the ship, and there is some damage, but it is like damage that the ship can kind of work on, and you intersect with the datagen to get the ship's computers back online. It comes up with the little like spinning thing, and it looks like it'll take about 3 hours to get the engines, I can't think of what they're called, back up and everything running.
Is the communicator working?
Yeah, but you have basic communications and stuff, but but the ship itself won't be able to move for about 3 hours while it repairs itself. But it will do it on its own, so you don't really have to stay there if you don't want to. But you do have a communicator now. Yep.
He switches on the communicator and tries to talk to Amira and the rest, and he's still wearing his helmet, and he goes, "I should not have eaten so much garlic," and he takes off his helmet, going like, "Finally, I feel better." And
Nice.
yeah, you hear the communicator going off, Amira and Arif and the rest.
Yeah, you would be able to you'll just call back to that part of the ship that basically airlocks, because you don't really have total control of this. So it's probably a Saeed is the one that will hear you.
Yeah, and he says,
Well, actually, if you want to make a datagen check, you can try to also get it into the where. Well, of course, you don't know where Amir is, but where they were. Go ahead, just make a check.
Yeah, limited success.
Oh, yeah,
he
you can
gets-
do it.
Yeah, he says, Amira, Saeed, Arif, can anybody hear me?
Yeah, and you can. Of course, the only one that can probably actually talk is Arif.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
he
I can hear. I can respond back.
Yep, you can.
Yeah, he will. Rahman, yes, you're coming through. Be careful what you say, though, please.
That is good. I have finally managed to start the power cycle for the ship, and I have the ship preparing. It would take about 3 hours.
You have Cyrus there with you. Please try to make it much faster if you can.
Well, you will see Cyrus coming in with Saeed, I hope. I did what I can, but I was not able to help her too much. Captain, can you hear me, Amira?
She cannot.
I cannot.
Okay.
Yeah, not unless you want to call it. Yeah, only that, because you're calling that area of the ship. She's literally walking through the hallways. Let me just see if I want to engage any kind of special effect on you guys right now, since I have so many darkness points. Yes, I'm like
So
flush
Rahman was
darkness.
going to ask, Arif if he could come back and join them because he found the link to the main ship.
Yeah, actually, and you can do that. So if you would know that from inside your ship now, because one of the issues last time, if you remember, was you didn't know where your ship was exactly. So you, of course, now you know where it is. So you can literally walk through the ship. It'll probably take you a little bit of time, but way less, and of course, not as risky as walking out in space. So you definitely could do that.
Nice.
Oh, Zoom kicked him out. Okay. Oh, there he is. Admit. Oh, where is he? There he is. It's funny, Zoom changed the sound that it makes when somebody like rings, like when they're there. I have to get used to the new sound because I heard it when you came back, Tony, but I didn't know what it was. I was like, "What's that sound?" Sorry.
I have no idea what happened. Zoom
Yeah.
just completely kicked me out, and the whole window, chat window, and everything, just meeting room to just close.
Oh,
Huh.
you sound a little robotic to
Completely
me too.
closed. I have no idea.
Yeah,
Am I?
a little bit.
Oh, maybe it's my internet.
You might have like a weirdness going on here. So what I was saying, just in case you missed it, is basically now that Ramon knows where the ship is and everything, and you're connected to the main hub, you can literally just walk through the ship. You can open it up and walk through the ship, and you'll be able to get in and out. And also, you can take anything you want off the ship. Of course, you have all your gears on the ship.
Yeah, Rahman also searches around for weapons and hand jets and all these other equipments that he could find.
Yeah, whatever you guys have that's your gear would be on your ship. If you want to try to go into other ships, you could do that, but you don't know if they've been destroyed, like if they're compressed or whatever. You can take time to look around down there if you want. But if you just want to take them off your ship, you have whatever gear everybody has. So if I don't know what everybody has, you guys can say what you have, I guess. I know you have weapons.
Yeah,
for sure.
Reef would just try to communicate enough when he was to say. I mean, I'm sorry, Ramon, that to try his best to speed up the preparation of our ship, and he asked about Cyrus if Cyrus was there to help.
Yeah, Rahman answered that Cyrus is probably with Saeed because he did his best to help out Cyrus, but she was reeled back in. And he asks you whether if he should come back now that the auto power cycle has started and the ship would, be able to fly in about 3 hours.
If there's nothing there that you can do to speed up that process, I mean, yourself, suppose the mirror, I do not believe she's able to monitor right now. She's busy on something else that we can explain later. That's not important at this point. But if you cannot do anything to speed up the process, I would say to try to come on back then, I guess.
I would return with all the equipment, as much weapons as I could carry.
Unfortunately, we may need those soon.
Roger, Arif. I will reconvene with you very soon.
Cool. Yeah, so we'll cut back to the. You guys are making your way up to the ship. I'm trying to look at my ship map to see who was closer to the... They're in the med lab to the bridge. Oh yeah, they're much closer than you are, but you're right underneath. So go ahead. You know what, Nikki? Roll a... There's no, like, luck in this. Just roll 46. I just want to have a curve on it, so I'll roll against their 46. And whoever gets the best result. Oh, they got nothing.
Got 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you get up. You get up to where the bridge is, or you can see the bridge, anyways. And you can see that if you look at the map on Roll20, right below the bridge, there's that little circle. That's an airlock.
Yep.
And you can see from that airlock that the bridge is basically blown out. And I'm going to show you the bridge. I mean, I'm going to show you the inside of the bridge, which you obviously can't see right away. But don't have a map for the bridge. Oh no. Maybe I won't show you the bridge. Oh, that's sad. Okay, I'm not going to show you the bridge. But basically, there's a huge hole in the front of the bridge. So right where you see where it says bridge, there's a huge hole there. You're gonna have to do a spacewalk to get to it from the airlock, basically.
Okay.
Yep. If you want to get there, that's the only way. Well, because once the bridge is I just left Roll20. Once the bridge is blown like that, the bulkhead doors slam shut to protect the rest of the ship. Once you're in the bridge, you can activate a field that will kind of cover up the hole essentially. And allow you to actually operate in there, but you need to get in there first, of course. So yeah, you guys are going to be walking through space, I guess. You and your good friend Storm.
Yeah.
Luckily,
right.
luckily she's good at that. Maybe.
Well, I'm not, but we didn't come this far to turn back, so.
All right, actually, she's not particularly good at it, actually. All right.
I'll look at her and kind of look. We can't really talk, but it's, do you want to continue? Kind of a look.
Yeah, of course. She looks and she says, well, I've thrown my cards in with you, and I hope you take that into consideration when we go to move my cargo. And then she closes her XO and steps into the airlock.
Okay. All right.
Daniel, I just realized that the rolls that I made for technology and data gen, I have the +2 bonus that you had given me earlier, while I should have rolled it without them.
Okay.
Should I make it?
Yeah, you can just roll them again.
Okay, that's before he heads out of the ship, maybe he realizes that there's something wrong.
He's like, hold on.
Okay, here's one for Datagen. Okay, limited
good.
success. And let's see, technology roll. Ooh, failure.
Okay, you may want to pray to the icons. It's a little meta, but if you don't make that test, it's going to take 3 additional hours.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna pray to icons.
Yeah, that would be.
Oh man, another failure.
Oh no! All right, you pray to the messenger, but the messenger is not listening, so it's actually going to take 6 hours for the ship to.
Brother.
Yeah, you're basically leaving because you thought you did the test right, and as you're walking out of the ship, it's like you see that that says 3 hours. It's been counting down, so it like flashes for a second, then jumps back to 6 hours.
Yeah, the communicator beeps in again, and he goes, Arif, this is Rahman.
What has got you disturbed in your voice?
It seems like it will take even more time, 6 hours.
What button did you push that you should not have?
Well, I only pressed the buttons that I was supposed to press. How am I supposed to do these things without Cyrus being next to me?
I am sure she is in capable hands with Saeed reeling her back in.
Perhaps,
return then, yes.
Yes, I will join you, and perhaps we could bring Cyrus here to speed up the process.
Cool. All right.
Over it out.
Yeah. So we cut back to the spacewalk out there, and yeah. So you're gonna want to make a dexterity test there, Amira.
Okay.
Because you're in the exo, it's at -2 unless you have the exo skill, of course.
Yeah, no.
You might want to take
Okay.
the exo skill.
Yeah.
All right. So she also does not have the exo skill. So I believe that's just a straight agility, unless you have dexterity.
Yep, just agility. So.
All right. All right. Oh shit. Sorry. I swore on the thing. She got 2 successes. Yeah. She
I
confidently.
did not, so I'm gonna pray to the icons.
Oh.
And what does that do? I just get to reroll?
You can reroll every die that's not a 6.
Okay. The musician has always helped me in the past. It's the dancer, right?
Dexterity's dancer, yeah.
Yeah. 1 success.
That's all you need.
That
Okay. Yeah, you start to slip off, and you grab the side, like push yourself against it, and you actually realize that in a way that saved you because a piece of space debris like flies just past you, and if you had stayed leaning back like that, it would have whacked you and probably not only knocked you into space, but caused possibly some pretty critical damage. So yeah, you flatten yourself against the hull and make the last few feet of climb. Oh, it's a bummer you can't see the map. I'll just screen share so you can see it. Not that it really matters because it's literally just a big open space, but it's cool looking. Oh, hold on. Maybe I did put it in there. I just didn't make a page for it. Let me just quickly check my.
The whole time she's thinking, Saeed's gonna have kittens when he realizes what I've done.
No, I guess I didn't do it. That's so funny. Huh. Okay, I'll just share my screen because I think it's pretty cool looking, just so you guys can see it. Of course, unfortunately, nobody watching will be able to see it. Well, I guess I'll see it really tiny. Let's see. Oh, hold on, I gotta get to the right page. Otherwise, I will share the entire. Let's cancel that for a second. Let's see. MedLab, nope. You are on the bridge. Alright. Alright. I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, you guys can see that, right? So you come in, through that last note hole in the front, up here. You can see my screen, right?
Okay. Yep.
You can see, by the way, I'm just going to scroll down so you can see the whole thing before I cut back. Of course, right in this chair is a dead body, which they didn't put on there, I guess, thankfully. You can see that there's a bulkhead door right here with the, with the staircase that you would normally take to get up and down. But of course, that's closed because currently there's decompression going on. You also see the arms locker is over here. No. And you don't want that to happen. All right, good. Okay. Anyways.
And those are Persian rugs laying
yeah.
there? Is that what's it? Okay.
That's what it is. Yeah, you got to have nice rugs. Let me give you the description of the bridge.
It's glued to the floor.
Yeah, right. The bridge may... nope. Blast into the bulkhead. You can't do that. Okay, important facts. The bridge contains 3 dead bodies. There should be more, you imagine, but they've been sucked out into space through the breach in the hull. The bodies are in bad shape. First officer Shanaz Poe is strapped to her chair. And the corpses of Captain La Casares and Colonial Agent Nafika are tangled up in a mess of cables near the breach. The ID cards of Captain, blah, blah. You can see the IDs floating. That's how you know who they are. You can see a communicator, the one on the wall, repeats a distorted message. Okay, so there's a message flashing on a communicator on the wall. And it reads, warning, anomaly on entry. Unidentified center object. Hull breach in section 12. Thrusters are offline. Stasis chamber is offline. Unstable field pattern. Decompression in section 3, 6, 8, 19. Reactor spike. Activating emergency protocols. Firing aft probes. ... And then it keeps repeating itself. The screen goes black after a few seconds. After time, the message begins again.
Okay.
Let's see. More data can be found. Okay. So there's a few things on the bridge because I know there's a gap between playing, so just so it's reminded. There's There's what's called the Emerald Disc, which is kind of like the black box that tells what happened to the ship, which could be, quite valuable, or, two people would want that information. Also, you would know the weapons are stored up here, and you'd have better access possibly to any of the computer stuff if you wanted to do any datagen tests or whatever. And of course, you can pressurize the space once you're up there with the special EF field, I think is what they call it. So, and in fact, I think that she can do that, and that is exactly what she will do. The first thing she's gonna do is she's gonna walk over to the computer, and she's gonna be like, Suleiman, repressurize the space, and you actually debris like flying around, and then like after a few seconds, everything drops to the ground, and you feel the space pressurized back in.
Okay.
And she flips her mask up, and she says, well, that won't stop people walking through, as you know. So if we're going to get these weapons, we better do it soon.
Let's get to the weapons locker. We'll do that first. I want to go to the weapons first, and then the Emerald Disc.
Okay, it's locked. It's like computer locked. Of course.
Of course.
It says no access ED field. It's called. What does it say? Unauthorized access when you try to open the weapon.
What about the captain's ID or body? Does he have anything on him that would open it? Yep.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, for sure. You see the captain and the first officer both have their IDs. Like I said, you can see them on them. You pull it off their jackets or whatever, even though the corpse is all torn pieces. So it's pretty gross. But it's like space gross, not like, horror movie gross. So you grab then you walk up, and sure enough, you just swipe it, and it opens right up. And yeah, there's guns in there. There are quite a bit of guns in here, actually, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Arms locker. 2 Vulcan pistols, 11 shock sticks, 11 Vulcan carbines. I think that's it. She immediately reaches down and picks up a pistol and puts it in her cool holster, because she has a cool holster but no gun. It's a kind of a fancy pistol. She goes, this is actually my pistol. And she puts it in her thing. And then she also grabs a carbine and checks it and loads it. And then she says, all right, we better take the rest of this stuff, huh? And she's looking around for some place to put it in, like a bag.
Yeah, I will take. I'll take a pistol as well and a shock stick.
Okay.
I want to keep all the access keys as well, from the captain and the first officer, or the captains. I guess would be the only one I need.
Okay. Yeah. You don't take the first officers. I guess she would take that, like the girl, just in case she needs it. Obviously, doesn't have as much access. She says, she starts looking at this. So basically, you've got all this pistols, ammunition, or top shelf, carbines, buttons below. Yeah, there's not like any kind of bag or whatever. So she just kind of starts stacking them together. The carbines, of course, have probably like slings on them. So she just like stacks them together so they can be picked up. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. It's going to be hard for you to carry all of it. You won't be able to spacewalk with all of it. You're going to have to go down the stairs. For
right,
sure.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough. We'll take as much as we can, as much as we realistically could carry.
Okay, you're just going to leave the rest of it?
Well, can we destroy it in any
know,
way?
can
Throw
you?
it out the. If we
That's right.
if we unpressurize, we could throw the rest of the guns out into space so that the other people can't get them.
You could throw them out even without pressurizing, yeah, because the ED field is like a kind of a force field that holds in the oxygen and stuff. But if you can pass right through it, it's like feels tingly, but you can walk right through it. So you could throw them out there, sure.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna take? So each Vulcan pistol has 4 reloads. So you could take. I mean, that's probably reasonable as what you could carry. If you carry 2, there's 2 pistols, each with 4 reloads. So she took 1 pistol, of course. The carbines. Oh, there's 11 of those. They each have 8 reloads. I mean, I'm going to say
take all 11.
No, you could probably carry 2 each. I would say, maybe.
Yep.
Without being super overloaded, and then probably 2 shock sticks each. I think that's probably reasonable amount of things to carry without being too crazy.
Okay, then that's what I'll take.
And you're going to toss the rest out into space.
Seems like a silly idea now that you say that.
That doesn't seem silly
But
to me. I was just asking. I just want to make sure that what you're going to leave behind or not.
But I really don't want, if they manage to get up here, I don't want them to get it. So yeah, I'm going to toss the rest out of space. That's what I'm doing.
All right. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So you take some time to do that. Let's roll another 4d6.
46. No, none.
Okay. You're tossing them into space, and you get the majority of them tossed. Like you've got them all by the door, and you're basically tossing them out there. And you hear banging on the doors, like they came up the stairs clearly. And when you look out, and then you look out, and you can see there's 4 guys that are spacewalking outside as well. So you hear people at the doors and people that are spacewalking towards you. Of course, none of them have any kind of weapons besides sticks or whatever. So you got like people outside the ship, like walking up the side, and you got however many out on the
Okay.
out of the bulkhead.
We need to get out of here. So how many do we hear out the door?
A couple at least, 2, 3. It's hard to really say. I mean, you can't see them, of course. You know that they can't get through it very easily without you opening it, but that means that you'll have to go out in space too. And there's 2 guys out there.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Well, I think about that for a second. Back down. The crew. You guys are all reassembled. Rahman has brought whatever weapons you guys personally have to you. And everybody's back inside with the 2
And my
new
armor?
recruits. Your armor, I guess, is sure. He took like a cart and like rolled it. I'm sure you guys have stuff to carry to transport stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
I tried to bring as much stuff as possible, but some of the heavier ones I left behind. And
Yeah.
it's like a
Well, then
Santa
you
Claus
probably
right
left my armor behind. So.
No. You guys
No,
probably.
yeah.
I mean, you move cargo, so I'm sure you have like a cart. I mean, I'm sure it's easy enough to
He pulls it out. Oh, you mean this this armor? And then sets it right in front of Saeed.
Yes. I'm very happy to see that.
Yeah, I know how much you love this armor, Saeed.
Yes, that wonderful jet black.
And as soon as Rahman sees Cyrus, he says, Cyrus, I'm glad to see that you're all right. I was afraid that it's going to take a little while before Saeed were to reel you in. How do you feel?
Cyrus is like clearly angry, but she's not gonna like show that while Saeed's around. So she's just like, I'm fine.
Good. Well, I tried to recycle, start the power cycle of the ship, but it seems like it's going to take a very long time. 6 hours, it says. I thought I could do this in 3 hours. And he scratches his head.
Well, you did remember to start the electromagnetic generator before starting the sublight drive subroutines, right?
Oh, slow down. You're speaking in a language that I do not understand. Maybe you should go back there and speed up the process, Cyrus.
Yeah, well, I told the captain that we needed those FBA couplings. We need the T6s. We still have those old T5s, but no one ever listens to me.
Unfortunately, we may have bigger issues coming soon.
Yeah, where is Amira?
Oh, it is a long story, and it involved some physical altercation too. As you can see, the dried blood on Reef's face and the bruising from getting hit with the pipe. We had a little altercation with these 2 gentlemen here. They seem to have switched to our sides, and the captain is her and the other lady that is new went to try to procure weapons from the bridge before that. It seems the gentleman that you and I met, Saeed, the lieutenant captain or whatever he is, it seems he is trying to enforce unwill on several people, and he was going for the weapons, but they will be here soon, I'm afraid, once they miss their 2 men here.
So you let her go?
I cannot stop her. She is a woman of her own choice and choosing. She has a mind much better than you and I. She makes her own choice.
Yes, and she's as stubborn as a mule. We all know this.
I'm putting on my armor a little quicker now.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Yes,
Well,
you guys
while
start
you do
to,
that, I'm gonna go start up the electromagnetic propulsion. Make sure that we don't blow the ship sky high.
Yeah, if you want to go back down,
Cyrus, how are you going out to our ship? You have not succeeded the first time.
No, I have found a way inside the ship. That's how I was able to get here so quickly. Follow me
Oh,
this way,
okay. I'm
Cyrus.
sorry, I missed that. It's like on the same deck we're on.
it's
It is.
it's not on the same deck. It's like further down, but you just had no idea where it was, and you couldn't see it from the outside. So you guys had chosen the spacewalk because well, in theory, if you hadn't failed twice, it would have been faster. But because you failed twice, it took longer. So yeah,
This way, Cyrus.
yeah. So you can get
Yeah.
down there if you want. Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
Cyrus is gonna head back to the ship.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, without like
Raman is
stopping the whole
still-
process and trying it again, which if you fail will double the amount of time, you're not gonna be able to do anything because you literally have to reboot the whole thing again. You've already started, so when you get down there, you realize that. However, up top. So, just so that nobody's just hanging around doing nothing, let's see. Who wants to be Sebeth? Got a volunteer? No? Don't make me pick. All right, Mike, you're going to be Sebeth. And the other
Okay.
guys, you guys are going to be the three. I guess there's three of them. To make it even, you're going to be three bad guys that are coming up the side.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, they're coming up with their clubs. You know, you guys are climbing up. We'll just say you can make them. Well, actually, your stats. Let me see. I'll give you some stats. You're gonna have these stats. If I find my mouse, you'll have stats anyways. You're gonna have these basic stats here. I'll just share it to you in Zoom. I mean, it says gear none, but you're gonna have pipes. Let's see. Let's go to Zoom. File. Computer. Okay. So I'm sending the file down to everybody. That's all the bad guys. I'll send you Beth now. And of course, they have the clubs, which are +2 to your force or your melee combat. You know, if you get close enough to do that. It depends on what Sebeth and the captain decide to do on the deck, I guess. Let me give you Sebeth's stats.
These are the three guys that are out in space.
Yep, they're climbing up the side with clubs. The ones in the hallway we won't deal with yet because we'll see what happens. Unless you want to open the doors. If you want to open the doors, then I'll let you know what's out there. But they're going to be the same start stats anyway, so it doesn't actually matter.
No, not yet.
Yeah. Okay, so this second one I'm sending, the second screenshot is Sebeth. So that'll be for Mike.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess we're gonna say they're gonna start off 50 meters away. The bad guys on the outside of the ship, and everybody can roll initiative. And let's
Okay.
such as a d6. Oh, actually, if you're using a weapon, you can add that weapon if you're going to be using it. So let's see, does the club have an initiative bonus? The baton. It does not. But the Vulcan pistol does, I believe.
Yep.
It has +1. Yep. So the clubs don't. So you guys just roll straight initiative. You got 3, Tony?
Yep, I got a 3.
How about Crystal?
Sorry, I'm still trying to open up everything. Okay, so I just roll a d6 for initiative.
Yeah, just 1d6.
Oh crap. Oh. A 3 and a 3. I don't think I got any bonuses.
Nope. Most people, you don't have any bonuses unless it's for the weapon usually. Okay. Let's do all the bad guys first. And I guess Yang is the other one. Yang.
5.
5. Oh, you're a fast bad guy. Okay. And then we have Nikki. Go ahead and roll.
Yep, I rolled a 4.
Nice. And did you add your weapon bonus?
Yes.
Okay. And Mike?
7.
Nice. Yeah, she's a badass. All right, so
She is.
she's not messing around. And now she has a
Glad
gun.
we have a contract with her.
Exactly. She's not messing around.
Maybe you should play her.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. I think that you're short range. Yep. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Dan. I'm kind of confused. Which one of these things that you sent us is the bad guys we're supposed to be using?
The first one.
The one with the steel rod?
Yeah, it says hit point. Well, I shouldn't say that. It says attribute strength 5, agility 4, wits 2, empathy 3.
Yep. It's his gear
That
9 at
one?
the bottom. Weapon steel rod. Yep.
Yeah, steel rod.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other one is. It even says she has a Vulcan pickle. She wasn't lying. She does have a Vulcan pistol.
Okay. So what's the Vulcan pistol? What's that?
You don't have that.
Okay. Okay.
That is
Just
Mike's
making sure.
character.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
okay,
bad
okay.
guys just
And-
have a steel rod.
Yeah, you just have a steel
I
rod.
have one. I have one
Okay.
now too.
Exactly. The
Alright.
two
Thank
two
you.
ladies on the deck have the pistols, and you guys all just have.
Not for long, baby.
you guys have steel rods. You're also 50 meters away in space. And they're up on the deck. So, Mike, what does Sabeth want to do when she sees these guys trying to climb up the outside?
She's going to take a pot shot at him.
Yeah, just a regular shot. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Go for it. So that'd be ranged combat plus agility.
Yep. Oh my gosh. Nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not easy to shoot people in space. All right. I'll.
Clearly, she's been missing her pistol.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so down to 5 will be Young's character. So you're pretty far away. You can actually move 30 meters because you can't really attack, obviously. So you can get 30 meters closer this first round. That's pretty much, unless you want to just stand there, I suppose, or run. But I'm assuming you don't want to run since you're a no-name
Well.
NPC.
Well, I mean, the guy's shooting at us, and we got steel pipes, so I
Yeah.
would probably say we'd run.
All right, yeah, you got to turn around. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right, Nikki, what do you want to do? One guy's running.
One guy's running. I'll take it a shot because I'm fed up with this. So
Range combat plus agility.
she has
Plus-
tried
plus-
to use.
Plus any bonus for the gun if there is one. I forgot that. Did you add a bonus for the gun as well, Mike? It should have got
Plus
one.
one from the
Yeah.
from the pistol.
Yep. Plus
Yeah.
one.
And I still sucked.
Well,
It's amazing,
not like
like-
a mirror at it. It's just
Yeah.
any bonus can help, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Or agility. So it's...
Yeah, you're in short range, so I think it's just 0 as far. Yeah.
Ooh, I did get 2 successes.
2. Okay. Let's see. The Vulcan pistol does 2 damage. Oh, let's see who you hit. Let's see. I'll just roll randomly since we didn't decide already. Tony's character. You get shot for 8 point of damage, and you can do either another point of damage with your hit, or you can do any of the other extra stuff. I don't think any of it's that relevant at this moment.
He's really far away, though, right?
Well, you're in ranged combat, so you can do. There's additional
Right.
stuff that you can do.
That's right.
Oh, let's see. Like disarm and stuff, but again, I don't. Well, I mean, I guess you could disarm if you want, or you could just do another point of damage. You can change their initiative. Let's see. Let's see. Bonus effects: increase damage by 1 point, so do 2 points instead of 1. You can do a critical, but you don't have enough rolls for that, unless you want to pray to try to get extra rolls. You could do suppressive fire with it if you prefer, which would give them 1 point of stress as well. And you could raise your initiative to make you go even faster, or you could disarm them and make them drop their club.
I'm gonna say I disarmed him. It's
Okay.
that good a shot in space, And I
Nice.
hit his arm, and his pipe goes,
Yeah. Yeah. So
floating off.
Tony, and actually you're next. Tony, your henchman guy. He's kind of climbing up, brandishing his pipe, and gets shot in the arm and drops the pipe. It floats off into space. What do you want to do?
Can he maneuver back in? I mean, is he close to maneuver back in to see who shot him and get to her?
She's 50 meters away. You can move 30 meters. So you could get to her, but it would take one more full round.
Yeah, he's going to do it because he's
Alright.
chaotic.
Yeah.
He's chaotic, so he's going to just go right straight for her.
And he's charging. All right. All right. How about Crystal? How about your guy?
Let's see. My guy doesn't look very smart, so he thinks he can take the people with guns. He's going to continue forward.
All right. So you guys both move 30 meters. So next round, you guys will be able to move 20 meters to get inside, and then you make a fast melee attack would be your best. Well, that would be the most you could do. But back to the top first. Sabeth. So one of them starting to run. He's like, well, he's not really running because you're in space. So you're like, one got shot and two are still heading up there.
You're muted, Mike, if you're talking.
Oh, hold on.
Yep.
Am I freezing?
She's firing again. That's
Okay.
2.
2. Okay.
Yes.
So you can either, let's see which one you hit. Okay, so you hit Crystal's character. You could do either 2 points of damage, or you could do 8 points of damage and then disarm them.
A point and disarm, or 2?
Yeah, exactly.
That's my choice. I'll take 2.
All right, yeah. You get hit pretty hard there, Crystal, for 2 points of damage. Young, I'm assuming your character's still running, right? That's why I skipped you. Unless you want to turn around and be brave now.
I'm getting out of there. If I'm the bad guy and I got some piece of crap pipe and these guys are shooting at me with all these advanced ranged weapons, I'm out of there.
Yes, your friend's running. That's pretty. That seems about accurate. Okay, so Tony and Crystal, you guys are at the same initiative. So you guys can actually. So you're going to be doing melee combat, and since
Wait,
you have,
can I go? I think.
did you not go? I skipped you. I'm sorry.
Yes, you're always skipping me, Dan.
I know. Well, you were hiding in shadows. I couldn't see you.
I'm gonna take another shot at Tony's. It's the same guy.
Oh, you're going to be sorry in a minute.
Sure, I will be. 1 success on that one.
Okay, so one more point of damage.
1 point, okay.
Yep. All right, yeah. So at this point, because again, you have those like 3 points that you can do during combat. You can do 2 moves, which will put you to right on top of them, and then you have a fast action yet. And I believe that there is a fast action in melee, which is called a quick melee attack. It's at the expense of accuracy, so it's -2 to their attack. So that would be both Tony and Crystal's characters can do that. I guess I don't know if you're going to split it up or if you're going to both go after the same person.
Oh no, I'm going after the mirror that shot me.
Yeah. All right. So good.
He's fixing the cold cock her.
Yeah. So subtract 2. So actually, because you're using your fist now, let's see. Unarmed. There's a. Actually, you had a bonus to your initiative, but I still wouldn't make you go first. So there's no bonus to the attack. It would just be a straight roll, but -2 because it's a fast action.
All right, so it's just strength then, which
Yeah,
really
just-
strength plus melee -2.
That's correct.
All right. Oh man, two successes out of that.
Oh, nice.
Die.
Okay, well, you can actually defend if you want, Amira, because you're a PC.
Sure.
If you do, you basically make a melee test. It's a fast action for you. Hold on, you have you have multiple options. It's a fast action. You can either decrease the damage by subtracting 1 enemy 6 per 6 that you get. You can, you just roll first, then you decide. You don't have to decide right away. So go ahead and make your roll.
Okay.
Yep.
It's a melee roll.
Yep, melee. So it's melee plus strength.
Okay. I'm not great at that, but I will try.
Anything helps?
No.
Okay, so you'll take at least 1 point of damage. You have options there, Tony?
Oh, he's gonna take that pistol away from him.
Okay, yeah. You can because you don't have enough actions to actually take it, but you can knock it out of her hand this round, and then you guys will have to figure that out next round. But you can
I'll do
disarm
that.
her. Yeah, you
disarm.
yeah, you disarm it and it flies out the off to the side. Actually, because you're right at the edge of the spaceship, so let's do this. Let's say that high or low. It goes either inside the bridge or floats off in space. High or low, Tony?
I'm gonna go high.
Okay, it was low, so you'd rather go inside the bridge, I'm assuming, because you want it, right?
Yep.
Okay, so it goes flying back into the bridge. All right, and Crystal, you run up, and you see Sabeth standing there, I guess.
Yeah, because I'm a loyal henchman. So
It looks like you guys have one more person on your side after this.
I'm just saying, if I'm ever in need of a henchman, I'm not gonna call Yang. Okay.
No,
I'm
exactly.
Wait till I get that pistol. As soon as I get that pistol, I'm fixing to shoot Jan's character.
So I'm up there too.
Yeah, you can do it again. Just like Tony's character this round, you can only do a quick melee attack because you'll only have 1 action point left. So you would make a melee attack, melee plus strength -2.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do what he did, but with the other character. I'm gonna try and knock that pistol out of her hand.
All right.
Okay. So
Yeah, you just roll. Once you roll, if you have multiple 6s, then you can decide what you want to do with them.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So it's
No,
just a melee. Sorry, it's just a melee.
Yeah,
melee-
basically, you just do a regular. So it's melee plus strength,
And my
but
strength.
because
Okay, so I
-2 though,
get total of
because
7. Okay.
-2
It'd be
though.
Oh,
five crystal
minus
for him,
2.
5d6 for him.
Yeah, -2
Alright,
because of the fast action.
okay.
Okay.
Failure.
All right, yeah, so no successes. So you swing, and I mean, Sabet's a badass, to be honest. And yeah, we're back up to the top. Sabeth, this person just came onto the ship and tried to disarm you. And you are actually at close range, but because you're using a pistol, and they didn't actually hit you, I'm going to say you're going to get +3, as opposed to the -3 that you'd get if they were like on top of you.
You're muted, Mike.
Yeah.
Shame on me.
No.
That's 3.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's going to be a crit with a Vulcan, too.
I
right?
believe you are correct. If you'd like to take that crit, let's see. Vulcan
I will
pistol.
take that crit.
All right, so go ahead and roll 2 6s, 2 6-siders, and tell me the numbers, in order, of course.
Double
henchmen.
1s.
Trying to do our jobs.
Snake eyes.
Really?
You guys are shooting at us.
Yeah.
When knocked out, stunned 1 turn. Okay, so they'll just lose their turn. Well, you're going to take 1 point of damage, Crystal, because that's who you're fighting, right? And you won't get a turn this time. You're stunned.
All right.
Okay, so we go to Nikki up top, Mira. You just lost your weapon. To pick it up as a fast action if you want to do that, or you could melee the guy in front of you, or whatever you want to do. Or you also have a Vulcan.
I have 2
Carbine.
pistols, 2 carbines, and 2 shock sticks. So
Well, she has 1 pistol, but you have 2 carbines.
Yeah,
You could switch to the carbine if you want.
Yeah.
It's like over your shoulder, you flip it out. However, though, if you use the carbine, it's going to be -3 because that's not really for super close range. Like that's a rifle, and she's right on top of you. So
he's right on top of me. I'm gonna try to. I will. I'll use the fan.
Okay, yeah, you can do it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Make a melee attack.
Yep.
I'm going to say it's a fast action, though, for you to switch to the fan, which means that you won't be able to defend this round if you get attacked. Go
Okay,
ahead.
that's 2. I rolled 2 6s again.
Nice. All right. So I think with the fan, that's actually a crit, right?
Yeah. I
That fan
think
is
so.
deadly. If you want a crit, you don't have to take crit, of course. You're going to take 1 point of damage.
All right.
Tony's mook, and the hand fan, 1 is a crit. So no, I'm sorry. The fan does 2 points of damage. That fan is deadly.
All right.
I love my
Okay.
fan.
Yeah, and go ahead and roll a crit if you want it.
Okay.
2 6s.
2 6s.
Don't get snake eyes.
You know, if you do this to me, I'm going to kill your character in the next game you play in.
I'm not killing a reef.
You're in trouble.
Hey, you knocked my pistol out of my hand.
That's true.
And I want to get to my ship. I want to survive this, so I got a 1 and a 3, Daniel.
Okay. 1 and 3, you sprang. Actually, yeah, you somehow sprang their wrist. You're going to drop anything you're holding, which you don't have. -1. All right, so you're going to be -1 from now on in melee combat because you got your wrist smacked hard.
All right.
Tony's mook. However,
That actually makes sense.
yeah, this round though, because you can make a regular attack if you want, it won't be that -2, but you will have the -1 of course because of the spring. And I think it's actually your turn.
What? My bad guy is going to run and grab the pistol that's got
Nice.
knocked loose,
Yeah.
and he's going to turn around and shoot at Young's character that's fleeing because he thinks he's a coward. So he's going to shoot at
Oh,
him.
really? You're gonna run out and shoot him out the window?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Because I mean, he thinks this woman's no big threat. So I mean, he's mad at his guy for running off. So
All right.
I think he's actually on the other side of the ship now.
well, he is going to be kind of far away. But the Vulcan pistol has a +1 bonus, but you have a -1 because of your wrist, and also, I mean, it only has a short range. But I'm going to say you're not quite long range away. But I'm going to give it a -1 because he is pretty far away. So you're going to be minus
All right. That's
-1 total.
He's in his
-1, and that's
exo.
agility test.
Agility plus ranged combat if you have it.
Yeah, and they don't show that they have that. So just
they
straight
might not have it.
agility.
He's in his exo going, I gotta get out of here.
Oh man, I rolled 3 1s and 1 6, so 1 success.
Oh, 1 success. All right. You get shot once there, coward.
And
Oh,
he
man.
looks around, looks back, and it's like, I bet those guys are all dead by now.
That's true. You probably think it's the other person doing it. Oh
Yeah.
man. Okay, Crystal, your character's up there facing off against Sabeth. Oh no, you lost your turn this time. So we're back up at the top. Sabeth, you've got this kind of stunned, person in front of you.
Yeah, I'll shoot Tony's character now.
Nice. Well, he does have a gun, so he's definitely the biggest threat.
Yeah, so that's 2.
2. Okay, so you can either disarm with the second one or do 2 points of damage.
We'll disarm.
Okay. So you'll take 1
All
point,
right, so
Tony.
the pistol's gone.
Yeah, let's see if it goes out. No, because you're inside now, so I won't have it go out the. That opportunity was missed, unfortunately. Okay, perfect. So you take 1 more point, and then we're down to Young's character's probably getting inside now. So you get shot once, and then you get through the hatch.
Does that guy, get to do exo checks?
Oh, I
Because he's
got
spacewalking?
a question before we get back
Yeah.
to Crystal. Did she go after me?
She was
Before we get
stunned.
to Mike?
She was
that's
stunned.
right. There. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's my fault. I forgot about the stun deal.
Yeah, I almost forgot to. Yeah, actually, you know what? Young, go ahead and make a dexterity check. Just a straight check out here, though, because this is a little different.
Agility 4, so hold on a second.
Yeah.
Roll 4d6 greater than or less than 6. Ooh, 2 successes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this area has like lots of handholds, so it's not really difficult, but there's a lot of debris floating around. So, yeah, you very skillfully dodge between the debris and enter into that airlock, and you made it home safe. Well, so far.
He's alive.
You escaped with your NPC bad guy. Nice, well done. All right,
Just
Nikki.
in time to fall into the sun.
Exactly. Oh, Nikki, what do you want to do? You got now. No, actually, both of them are disarmed, right?
Well, if there's a pistol floating back my way, can I grab it back?
You can pick it up off the ground with a fast action, yeah. And then you can still take a shot if you want to.
Yeah. I'll take a shot at Tony's guy. And Tony, you kill me anyway, so.
Yeah, exactly.
1.
1 success. All right, so 1 point of damage.
1 point, okay.
Yeah, the Vulcan pistol just has 1 point, right?
Yeah.
No, the Vulcan pistol has 2 points. Oh, we're screwing that up. So actually, you should
Oh, yeah,
have
it
2
does.
more points of damage than you had, Tony.
This shot. When you see this shot hit Chaos Ken, he looks at you and he goes, "Well, maybe you were more of a threat than I thought." As he falls over dead in his suit with 0 HP.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Never,
Or
never
whatever
turn your
happens
back
to
on a
him.
woman.
Yeah, he drops down. I mean, they're NPCs, so they're usually dead at 0. I mean, unless you don't want to have killed him. Right now, whatever. He's out of combat. We won't worry about it. Unless you want to describe what you do to him. I was thinking more he gets shot and then, all right, good. Since I get to narrate it. Yeah, you shoot him and you like, because you're right near the edge because you just were shooting at your friend. So you like take, you do that thing where you get hit and you take 2 steps backwards and you go, because you fell off the ship and all of a sudden you just see Chaos Ken floating into space with no
Nice.
towards the sun. So there he goes.
Yeah, my character looks out the airlock and sees Chaos Ken float by. It's like, and I'm gonna call my guy Hassad. He's gonna say, "No, Ken!"
There's just like this slow trickle of blood coming out of the exo too because there's holes in it. And then, all right. So it is now Crystal's character's turn.
Yeah, Crystal's character may be dumb, but he's not stupid. There are 2 people with guns. He drops his pipe and he kind of like lets it go, kind of like pushes it away, puts his hands up.
Okay. Yeah, and you can still hear people banging at the outside door. And yeah, excellent. What do you guys want to do?
I want to point my gun at Crystal's NPC and say, "Go back the way you came." That's what I want to do.
Yeah, and they do. Sure.
Yeah, he'll push off and start floating back the other way.
All right, make a agility check to see if you get smacked by debris.
Okay, cool. I don't care if this character does. Agility to 4.
Yeah.
So roll that.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
All right, yeah. You float down and avoiding any debris that's out here flying around. Yeah. So you can hear they're still trying to get through that door, but they really can't. I mean, not without major machinery. So you're not sure what they're doing out there, but you do know that it would probably take. I mean, you don't know. You have a map of the ship, so you would know it'd probably take a few minutes to get down the stairs and back out and go up through the airlock. So. Those guys at that door are still there, if that makes sense. So they're not heading to the airlock yet. So you could go back the way you came outside, and that's what Sebeth actually recommends. Because if you open that door, you don't know what's behind it, she says.
Okay.
I was thinking of airlocking them, but
Well, they're not in an airlock. They're like in a bulkhead area. Yeah. That would be nice.
yeah, but I would hate to have that area decompress all of a sudden.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. No, you could do that. All right. Well, there you go. That's what happens when Mike runs the NPC. Yeah, you could also drop the ED field and then open the door. Yeah, that would suck.
Yes.
But then again, there's no other airlock, so it's going to suck air through the... Well, I guess you could stop it as soon as you want. Okay, you could do that, but you're going to have to... I mean, you can hold on, I guess. But I'm going to make you make a force check just to make sure you don't go flying out into space as well. It's up to you if you want to try it or not, because that's pretty awesome, but, it can't be without consequences. I'll give you a force +2.
If it was Raman, he would do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Is she conservative or is she a little bit edgy?
No. She's edgy, but not. Yeah, you know what? Actually,
Not
she's
that
smart.
edgy.
She's not that edgy. Yeah, I mean, she's like, it's a good idea, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you could probably strap yourself down in the chairs too. You could strap yourself down. I think it would work. I'm looking at the map.
Yeah, that was. I was just gonna suggest that.
Yeah.
Because
Come on,
if we
prove
could
your
throw
prove your loyalty to us.
Yeah, just ask yourselves, what would Raman do?
Exactly.
Well, actually, you know what?
That's a bad idea, but I want to get rid of these guys, so I would agree.
I'm just gonna say it's too epic not to do.
Yes.
So yeah, if you put yourself in the chair, then you won't fly out. However, if you fail your force check, you're gonna take 1 point of damage, which isn't that much, but there has to be some.
Even if we strap into the chair?
Well, that's because it'll be yeah. You won't go flying out into space, but you'll take 1 point of damage.
Right.
If you fail the
Okay.
force
Yeah.
check. All right.
Yep.
No,
Let's do it.
All right. You do
okay.
it. This is terrible.
We're doing it.
I'm probably gonna fail this. My force is not great. I'm not as strong.
All right. But it's force +2. Hey, go ahead and make a check.
Oh, +2. That's right.
Yep. Here we go.
I got one.
Yes.
All right. There you
Yes.
go. the doors open, and all of a sudden, there's like 6 people just go, and you can see like their faces are all like getting distorted as they get ripped out into space. And you can just feel the pressure of all the air like getting sucked out of the ship through that hole right there, and you're like reaching for the button to like turn the field back on, or to close the door bulkhead again, or whatever, which you eventually do, but without taking any damage, surprisingly. So. Down at the bottom,
Yes.
I forget your NPC's name, Young, but he looks out and he just sees more bodies flying out into space.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him Horrible Hassan. He's gonna shake his head and go, "Oh no, this is terrible."
And then as you're shaking your head looking, you look in the airlock, and Crystal's NPC, who's pissed off at you, shows up.
Yeah. He ponders a second whether to open the door or not, and just looks at him. And we'll leave it at that.
We'll say whatever happens there, nobody knows, right? But you guys are able to close back up the bulkhead and head back down into the ship, and everybody can kind of get back together if you'd like. After that, yeah. Good.
I just want to say, so that we'll know where it came from later. That extra exo shell I had, I'm keeping it and put it in the cargo, with the gear, cargo and gear on the ship.
Which extra exo?
The one that I got off of this ship, because I
Oh, the
had
one
one on my ship.
Oh, the one you were wearing. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you meant
So
just
I'm keeping it.
Of course, yeah. Take what you want. You can 100% do that. And you guys, you get back, and you're now armed. I guess. Obviously you had maybe you had weapons anyways, but you have brought 2 Vulcan carbines, right? No, 4 Vulcan carbines. No, yeah, 4 Vulcan carbines with reloads. All the other weapons have been tossed into space.
Yep. And 2 shock sticks, and we
And 2
each have a
shock
pistol now.
Yeah, I mean she's not gonna have a pistol.
Yep.
So yeah, you guys get back to the rest of the group, and of course now you can communicate the whole 6-hour thing, because of course you don't know that because you weren't there. And yeah, you've got 6 hours. You know that there's unrest brewing there in the med lab. There's a lot of survivors on the ship that are at risk. Oh, I guess you took the emerald disc, I'm assuming, because you're talking about that.
Yeah, I did say I was
Yeah.
going to go for that after the weapons.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, you do have the emerald disc. Probably, I mean, Arif would definitely know that 5 people or 6 people leaving a ship full of hundreds and being the only survivors is probably not going to look good. But that's up to you how you want to handle that. And maybe we'll wrap here, and you guys can think about how you want to handle all the other survivors that are from the that are currently in strife in the med lab. So this is probably a good place to leave it, unless you have any final thoughts before we leave.
Yeah, Raman looks at Mira and says, "So, Captain, we've taken control of the ship since we have the guns and Oasis back."
I think we're in much more control than we were about 45 minutes ago. So yes, Ramon.
I'd say that's true.
We're in a much better situation.
I'm eager to fly, Captain.
And I'll look at Saeed and say, "Sorry, darling. Sometimes these things have to be done."
No words said, just a look. It's that look that you know.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, the only final thoughts from Arif would be as he sees a mirror and when they come back, he goes and he just looks and he goes, "I'm glad you made it back safely. I did not doubt it."
Excellent.
Thank you.
Anything from Cyrus?
I mean, she went to the ship to do repairs, right?
Yeah, but you came back, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, you
okay.
got down there. I
Right,
told you
so-
exactly what you got down there, and you really can't. I mean, unless you want to try to restart it, but if you do, it could be a problem, and it's going to be at a minus. So that's up to you.
Okay, that's fine. All right.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I guess I don't have any final thoughts.
Okay.
Actually, Cyrus walks up and she has a big smile on her face, and she goes, "Got my tools back."
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys all have your stuff. You've got additional weapons, so if anybody didn't have a weapon and they want to take one of those from the stash, if there's extra, then Zabeth will take a carbine and her pistol, but otherwise she'll just take the pistol. She's
What's the
fine with
biggest gun that they have over there?
carbine? The Vulcan carbine.
Carbine, yeah.
That's basically
Yeah.
your machine gun. So I don't think are they automatic? I don't think the carbines are automatic.
I hope you all have vibro shots.
Yeah, I was gonna say just be aware that if you shoot it inside the Inside the ship, you could blow a hole, which maybe is all right. You know, you could cause decompression, depending on.
Are there any melee?
Yeah, vibro shock sticks, right? 4 of them.
Shock sticks. Yep, 4 of them.
Yeah, there's 4 of them.
Reef
right.
would ask a mirror if since they're showing their loyalty so far, those two guys, to give them shock sticks maybe, or the pipes, either one back.
Oh, we're gonna wait on that for now.
Ramon's gonna be super greedy, and he's gonna take 2 shock sticks out of 4, and a carbine as well.
Okay. Nice.
I have my Vulcan pistol and I have my bio arm. I'm good.
Nice. All right, excellent. So let's talk experience points, I guess. Here we go. We got all. Now I have the questions. I actually made a little screensaver for myself, so I have everything. So, did you participate in the session? I'm pretty sure everybody participated. Yeah, you guys all participated. Yeah, so everybody gets a point for that. What did I just do? Did you participate? Let's see. Did you overcome a difficult challenge to help your crew to reach its current goal? Wow, yeah. I think everybody's getting a point for that one for sure. There was a lot of stuff going on there.
I don't feel like I really overcame anything. I failed most of everything I tried to do. And then at the end, I couldn't do anything. It was like the ship was already repairing. I don't think Cyrus really did anything. That I tried, but I didn't really succeed.
I
But
think
you tried.
You're part of it. I think it's fine. I'm going to count that always as, as if you were part of something. I mean, if you had been like, all right, I'm just going to sit in the ship all the time and work on the computers, that's different. But you risked your life. I will give you a point for that for sure. But if you don't feel like you want a point, then that's up to you, obviously. Did you put yourself in crew at risk because of your personal problem?
No.
Ramon.
No.
I don't know. I don't think Ramon did this time. Of all the times, I think Ramon actually didn't put everybody at risk, really, because of his problem. Ah.
Well, he did jump off the ship and did that crazy stunt with Cyrus, but it wasn't a whole lot of risk. He actually saved Cyrus, so
Yeah. You said, well, you'll get that. You'll get that in the next point. You'll get that. We'll see that. Did you learn something new about yourself for another PC?
I'm going to say yes, because mine is based on a mirror. I see that sometimes that she's selfish and when she takes charge, she does the things herself instead of outdoing it to the rest of us. So I'm going to say yes for my character. I've seen a side to a mirror maybe I haven't seen all the time.
Okay. Anybody else?
Cyrus should receive a point. She has learned that Rahman considers her to be, her best buddy now.
Well, actually, what I was gonna say was that what I learned about Rahman is that even though he's like fairly crazy and stuff, like that, like especially after performing that stunt that he performed, like maybe he knows a little bit more what he's doing than she gives him credit for sometimes.
Cool. Anybody else? No? I mean, if you think of something too later, you can always just add the point. I mean, again, this is not really a big deal. Did you sacrifice or risk something for your PC buddy? There you go, Ramon. There's your... you did jump into space for to save her, so you could have a point for that.
Yes.
I would consider that more...
Me.
Yeah. Anybody else? Nope. And okay. Oh, by the way, I was reading some forums on this last one because we're always like we don't know really how to deal with it. Did you act in accordance with the icons? A lot of people are replacing that one with. This is up to everybody if they think this is a good idea. With just did you pray to the icons or reference them or act in such a way that feels right for the scene or the environment or the world, I guess whatever you call it. So if you would prefer, I would change that question to that.
Yeah, I like the way that's worded for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, I mean, basically, pretty much anybody who prayed will get a point. So that's another reason to pray. But also, if you just did things that you felt like, if you were, role playing out more kind of that iconic belief. So if you guys did that, point to you. And,
Rahman has learned something, definitely.
Oh,
He has learned that Cyrus is absolutely terrible at spacewalk.
That is true. Everybody learned that Cyrus is terrible at that and volunteers for things that she shouldn't. No, I must go, even though I'm terrible at it, and risk your life. I mean, you actually, I mean, because I know that we just roleplay it that way, but you literally risked Ramon's life multiple times because he had to keep coming back. But, yeah.
I know one thing, Nikki, you took Chaos Ken down at the right time because it was going to fix to be his turn next, and he was going to run to the door and open the door and let the rest of those guys in.
Nice.
Or try to. That's what he was going to do.
Yeah,
I'm
Chaos
glad the
Ken's not
dice were
stupid.
on my side.
Yep, he's just floating out there in space with that little trickle of blood circling around him. Yeah, that was good, guys. So now you just have to figure out what you want to do now with the ship clock ticking. So let's see. You started it there. You got about another 4 hours or so before your ship is ready. I took a point off of that. So yeah, so your ship will be ready in 4 hours. And
one question, Daniel,
Yep.
for us that had damage, would the 1 hour has passed pretty much for us to get our HP back?
Yeah, exactly.
right.
Yeah, if 1 hour has passed, so anybody who's hurt or has any stress, I don't think anybody did any stress damage. You will all be healed up and recovered or whatever you call it. I think that's it. Yeah, I think we're good there, and we can proceed next week to see how you guys want to deal with the chaos that's happening in the med lab that you have.
Yeah. Sorry, I just want to say, and we all got our communicators back.
Nice.
Right, and everybody's communicators. Yeah. Yeah, and if you do have 5 points, if you got 5 experience points total now, or whatever many that equates to 5, you can of course add a skill or a
I think
talent.
I haven't burned any of mine. I think I have like 11 or 12 now.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, you can increase a skill or take a skill, or you can take a talent as well. So if you want to add any talents, you can do it any way you want because you could assume that you've been like practicing things. But if you want to do it more realistic, you could do it like things that made sense what you were like. For instance, Crystal spacewalked, so it makes sense for you if you add a point to add it maybe to Exo, but you don't have to. You can do it if you like, because you learned there, and then you'll be better at it next time. Much better.
Yeah, I had 7 before this session, so 4 now. Yeah, I got 11 total.
So what you're saying is you're a hoarder. All of a sudden,
Yep, but I will spend them this time.
I can see all of a sudden
before next week.
we'll be like 6 or 7 sessions in, and all of a sudden Tony will be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take these 16 talents and." Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to if you really want. I mean, it's up to you guys how you want to do it. If you want to do like hold on to them and then use them in play, as long as it makes sense role playing wise, you could always be like, "Oh, I'm gonna put a point here," But probably better if you don't do it that way. But if you want to, that's fine. And yeah, we will resume. I'm trying to see here how to stop this live stream. So I'm doing it a different way. And we'll resume next week. It'll be all and see what happens. Let's see if you guys fall into the sun, or if you. I guess you're probably not going to fall into the sun now because you have your ship. But let's see if you allow other people to fall into the sun.
We'll probably try not to, but
The reason why I took those shock sticks, now